All right, now staying on with more news from Sri Lanka, and this is a story that has kicked up a storm and also threatens to snowball into a political controversy, one that could potentially fuel the great game unfolding in the Indian Ocean region. Now, the U.S. State Department spokesperson has told Wion that Washington has no plans to set up its military base in Sri Lanka. And the clarification comes as a shot in the arm for Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe, who is in fact being accused of selling out to America. Now, this is election year in Sri Lanka. The island nation will, of course, choose a new president before the end of this year. Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe, who is likely to run for presidency, is under fire from the opposition lawmakers. They're accusing Ranil Wickremesinghe of allowing the United States to expand its footprint on the island to counter China's influence. The U.S. State Department spokesperson has told Wion, and I quote here, "We envision the benefits both to the United States and to Sri Lanka and for peace and security in the Indian Ocean region as a result of a strengthened defense relationship." Now, the spokesperson also has stated that the benefit of finalizing an updated Visiting Forces Agreement, or the V.F.A, is that it will facilitate our ability to work together to support stability, humanitarian assistance and also disaster relief and other shared priorities in the Indian Ocean region. The Washington has also reiterated that it does not plan to set up a military base in Sri Lanka. The spokesperson has said that the United States has no ambition to establish a U.S. military base or establish a permanent U.S. military presence in Sri Lanka. An updated V.F.A, if approved by the Sri Lankan government, will simply update an existing agreement established through an exchange of notes, as in 1995. Now, Sri Lanka is negotiating a new military cooperation pact with the United States. Replying to a question that was raised by a lawmaker belonging to the Communist Party, the Janata Vimukti Perumuna, Prime Minister Wickremesinghe said that the status of the Forces Agreement was signed in 1995 by the then government of President Chandrika Bandaranaike Kumaratunga, and it establishes the framework for U.S. military personnel to operate in Sri Lanka. Now, the other pact, known as the Acquisition and Cross-Servicing Agreement, was signed by the then Defence Minister Gotabaya Rajapakse back in the year 2007. It was eventually renewed in August 2017 without any changes having been made to its contents. It extends diplomatic privileges to military personnel and also to defence contractors. Now, specifically, the text of the Acquisition and Cross-Servicing Agreement signed between the Sri Lankans and the US has said that under Clause 3 of Article 3, all activities shall be carried out in accordance with their respective national laws. And also Clause 4 of the said article prohibits the transfer of weapon systems. Now, the opposition lawmakers fear that the military deals being negotiated with the United States could pave the way for an American military base on the island. And this, of course, has snowballed into a major political controversy, pitting Ranil Wickremesinghe against his rivals ahead of the presidential elections that are due to be held later on in the month of November this year.